Here I stand right on the edge of Piper's cornfield. The corn originally actually extended across this area past the road that was not a road during the battle. In fact, it went all the way to that fence over there. And there was a road over there, a shortcut that saw heavy use and probably is sunken for that reason. That is the Sunken Road, now forever known as the Bloody Lane at Antietam. But let me set up here. September 17th, 1862, D.H. Hill's division. He's got 5 brigades here, and they are going to be occupying around and in and around the Sunken Road. But 3 of those 5 brigades are going to be sent northward over toward the cornfield, the epicenter, toward the Hagerstown Pike and the Dunker Church. And those soldiers have their hands full, to be sure, and that leaves only 2 brigades for the Confederates here, Rhodes's Alabamians and Anderson's, that's George B. Anderson's North Carolinians over there. Into their path come 2 Union divisions. The Union 2nd Corps under Edwin Vose Sumner has now come onto the scene. It's the largest Union Corps, more than 16,000 soldiers. And one of his 3 divisions goes off in that direction to meet disaster in the West Woods. The other 2, under French and Richardson, come up toward this position. French is over there. Richardson is over there. French's guys try furiously to take this position. They make it no further than the rise you might be able to see off in the distance. You have Richardson's fighting division. Fighting Dick Richardson is his name, and they are going to suffer the same result, although some members of the Irish Brigade actually come in pretty close to the Confederate position, but it's a strong position. That Sunken Road is giving the Confederates an advantage, and eventually you're going to have another Union Brigade, I think it's Caldwell's, is going to get around where that observation tower now stands off in the distance. It was not here during the battle. I get that question a lot, and by taking up that position, they were able to threaten with enfilader flanking fire the Confederates in the Sunken Road. An officer rides up and down the line. We've been ordered to retreat, even though nobody knows where that order came. D.H. Hill was furious, but it was too late to stem the tide of retreat. The North Carolinians fall back. The Alabamians fall back. The Union soldiers actually capture the Sunken Road after several hours of terrible fighting. More than 5,000 casualties suffered around here, and there would still be more. The Confederates, knowing that their center has been blown open, are trying to muster whatever they can. James Longstreet working a cannon and several other cannons. D.H. Hill is actually sending ultimately completely futile. They have no chance of working, just a couple of hundred guys at a time to attack the now Union position along the Sunken Road. But that is enough to dissuade the Union Army from moving further. The Union Army, which is now leaderless on this part of the field, Greasy Dick Richardson, another nickname of his, that's not what you think it means, is terribly wounded at this point, and he will actually be mortally wounded, it turns out. He's going to expire, I think, in November later that year. And William French isn't one to take command here. Joe Hooker is already down. It's going to take a while to get Winfield Scott Hancock over here, and an opportunity is lost. James Longstreet later said there were 2 times in the battle when the Union Army, if they put in 10,000 more men, could have meant the end of the Army of Northern Virginia, and this was one of them.